All right. Welcome in everyone. I just wanted some calming sounds behind us as we get started today. So hopefully you all are having a great day. Uh, again, I'm Coach Clint, and today we will be going over some mindset work. So I apologize. My computer is running really weird today, which is par for the course, right? When we're doing a mindset thing. So I am going to stop sharing my screen here, and then we will kick things off. So let me share the slides with you all, and then we'll officially kick this retreat off today. And I had this already pre-sharing, and if any of you joined Coach Adrian's, you know that technical difficulties were definitely a part of our our presentation this last time. So let's go ahead and I'll share my screen and then move me out of my own way and we will present and we will kick things off. Maybe if it's going to show. All right. So while my screen's loading up, welcome into our virtual retreat. I hope you all have been able to join like Coach Adrian's session, or maybe this is your first session in with this virtual retreat. We're going to kick this entire retreat off with mindset. Now, if you've been around the IVP program or Exos for a while, and some of you have, you know that we look at 4 pillars, right? So we look at mindset, nutrition, movement, and recovery. And we try to put all those things together to build a strong foundation. And what better spot to start than mindset? So I am very excited to get to bring this piece to you. And we're going to go over a bunch of different ways to utilize some of these mindset techniques. We're going to practice some today. So I want you to just feel free to practice where you're at, practice how you're feeling today, and from there be able to maybe start implementing some of these tools and resources into your day-to-day operations, which hopefully will help you in these moments. So with that being said, and I know it's been a crazy couple of weeks, and there's probably some questions out there on things. So at the end, I will have a short Q&A. So if you have some questions, please let me know. And then you can always reach out to me at clintx.carlson@intel.com. Also, if you need to. All right, with that being said, let's kind of kick things off. Now, I'm going to preface this. Coach Adrian sent this to me, and when we were talking about this mindset retreat and stuff, and we're going to read this together. So if you're already starting, that's fine, but we're going to read this together, and I want you to kind of keep an open mind, and we'll just kind of start with that. So we're going to read together. So today was the absolute worst day ever. Don't try to convince me that there's something good in every day, because when you take a closer look, this world is pretty evil place. Even if some goodness does shine through once in a while, satisfaction and happiness don't last. And it's not true that it's all in mind and heart, because true happiness can be obtained only if one's surroundings are good, and not true that good exists. I'm sure you can agree that reality creates my attitude. It's all beyond my control, and you'll never in a million years hear me say that today was a good day. So this is how some of us feel sometimes, right? Uh, it just seems so negative and down and just heavy, right? And you're wondering, why are we starting a mindset thing where Coach Clint's walking up to us and whacking us over the head with this? Well, because sometimes it's based in perspective. Um, there's 2 sides to every story. We can look at the flip side and maybe change our mentality. So now what we're going to do together is we're going to start at the bottom and we're going to work our way up. So today was a good day. And you'll never in a million years hear me say that it's all beyond my control. My attitude creates the reality. I'm sure you can agree with that. It's not true that good exists only if one's surroundings are good. True happiness can be obtained because it's all in the mind and heart. And it's not true that satisfaction and happiness don't last. Some goodness does shine through once in a while, even if the world is a pretty evil place. Because when you take a close look, there's something good in every day. And don't try to convince me that today was the absolute worst day ever. The first time I read that and went through this little exercise, it was just kind of that holy cow moment, right? Like, wow, where did this come from? So, with that being said, right, and I know things are in flux right now, there's a lot going on around us, but when we take that moment to flip our mindset and maybe change it to a growth mindset instead of that fixed, like, this is happening to me, not for me, um, when we flip that, sometimes it allows an opportunity. Um, Coach Adrian said pretty awesomely in her webinar, even with all the technological issues she was having, like when one door closes, sometimes it opens up either another door or another window, and it gives you an opportunity to sprint through. And if you're too worried and too focused on the door that closed, maybe you missed that opportunity. So, like this little paragraph kind of makes you flip your perspective. And sometimes that can be a very rewarding, a very powerful thing to do for your mind, body, and spirit. So what we're going to look at today, we're actually going to start with this. We're going to do a little practice here. We don't have time to go over all of these, unfortunately, but we're going to look at these different breath work pieces. So down regulation really means it's trying to take you from that fight or flight, that heightened state that you're running away from a saber-toothed tiger and you're trying to survive, right? We're trying to bring you back down so you can get into that parasympathetic or that rest digest piece. And then on the flip side of that, upregulation is trying to get you out of that rest digest, that kind of calm, relaxed state, and get you ready to run away from a saber-toothed tiger, or in some people's cases, run for a gold medal. That's happening right now, right? So there's two different, just like that paragraph, there's two different ways to kind of look at breath work and what you need most in the moments that you're in. So right now, we're going to practice a quick little down regulation. And again, there's a ton on here, and we will share these slides out. So please feel free to check these out. We also do some mind-body classes that we go over some of these breath works. If you have not joined one of those, they're pretty fun. I can say that because I teach one of them. But today we're going to do the sigh. So you can go through and read it a little bit. And each person, this is a little different how you go about this. But what we're going to do is I want you to breathe in through your nose, and you can be wherever you're at, sitting at your desk, standing, it's up to you. But you're going to inhale through your nose, you're going to pause, but you're going to take one last inhale. Okay, so we're going to do it on a 1, 2 with your inhale. Pause for just a second, then take another breath in. And then just like the name of this exercise says, you're just going to and sigh it out. Don't push it out. Don't force it. Just relax. So we're going to do a couple together, and then I want you to continue a couple on your own. If you want to, you can put one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. Fill the belly first if you would like. Okay. Ready? So here we go. In, 1, 2, pause. One more in, and then sigh out. Good again. 1, 2, pause. In, and sigh. Let's do one more. In, 1, 2, pause. In, and sigh. Now you continue that for 2 more cycles by yourself. Awesome. Good job. And hopefully what you're feeling, right? And it's not a magic pill. It doesn't take stress, doesn't take anxiety, but what it does allow is it allows you to control your body's reaction to some of these things. So you can think of your vagus nerve. That's what controls breath. That's what controls a lot of your body. So what you just did is you said, I'm in control. Yes, you do a lot of this on your own, but I'm in control. So if I need to slow things down, I can do that. That's what these practices do, right? And just like practicing for any sport, you need to practice these things. It's not just something you get right away. So definitely check these slides out. Practice some of these. You can also find some really awesome breathwork things on the app or even in YouTube. There's some great stuff out there, including like Wim Hof breathing and stuff. So definitely check some of those things out. Now, as we move forward, so we're going to look at quiet practices. Okay. So, with quiet practices, again, these are things that are not necessarily the easiest thing to do because life happens around us, but you can take moments throughout your days. And I call it the power of pause from one of our other coaches. But in that power of pause is when your body can actually deal with some of the things that are happening to and around it. So these are just a few of a huge list of different things that you can take advantage of. I want to practice a couple of these today also. So what we're going to do, we're going to put three of these things together right now. So we're going to do a body scan, we're going to do a little journaling, and then we're going to put it all together with a little piece of meditation. So if you have a piece of paper or a pen around you, and if you don't, that's fine. Just mentally journal these things. But I want you to write down your most stressful thing right now. Okay. And you're going to be like, why are we putting down my most stressful? Well, you can see right here, it helps to put your thoughts and feelings onto paper so you can process. So put the thing that's stressing you out the most in this moment. Okay. In my case, it's public speaking, right? Now, I'm good with that. But write it down. Okay. Now, as you're writing that down and as you have it there in front of you on a piece of paper or in the front of your eyes, in your mind, I want you to take a deep breath. Again, in through the nose if you can, but start at your body, at your feet, like you're pulling a scan bar up your body. Now, I want you to focus on what's in front of you, but take a deep breath and imagine you're scanning up your body. When you're looking at that stressful thing, do you feel anything tight? So body scan can be an official, actual scan of your body. So as I'm scanning up and I know what my tension thing is right now, I go, ooh, my low back's a little sore. Oh, my shoulders and neck are sore. Then as you take that breath out, I want you to scan back through. Okay, now this time as you're scanning up, I want you to tighten the muscles as you cross with the scan bar. So if you cross your calves, you're just tightening and releasing as it goes past into your hamstrings, glutes, core, and so on. And then bring it down. Awesome. Now with that journaling piece in front of you, I want you to flip it over if it's a physical piece of paper. If it's in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine like pushing it to the side. And we're going to meditate for a second. So if you can just soften your gaze, you're not missing anything. Soften your gaze. Continue that just nice, gentle breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. No cadence is needed. You don't have to body scan anymore. But what we're going to do is a little visualization. So as you're breathing and you're slowing things down, I want you to imagine you're putting a breath bubble, like you're blowing up a bubble at a park, and you step into that bubble. Now, as you're breathing, your bubble can stay the same size. It can get a little bigger, but you're blocking everything out like a shield. Nothing can penetrate this bubble. So whatever that is that you flipped over or kind of pushed to the side, it's outside the bubble right now, allowing you to take the things that you need and get them done, not allowing that negative thought, that negative feeling to drive you into a darker place, and allowing you to have that moment to pause and reflect and not let that stress and anxiety tear you apart. Take one more breath in that bubble, and then when you're ready, step back into this webinar. Awesome. So just like that, we did three things in the span of about 2.5 minutes. Obviously, you can spend more time on things like this. It's pretty amazing how good you can feel in a short amount of time when you're delivering things like this. But even things like going for a quick walk can really help to kind of process. You can speak to things. You can kind of mentally go through things. It helps with your alertness, helps with your energy. So remember that these are not separated things. These things can be done together. Headspace does a really good job of putting some of these pieces together, and there's a bunch in there. So you can find some sound healing. You can find some other meditations on body scans and stuff. So definitely check that out. And the cool thing with that is it is shareable to family. So make sure you take advantage of these things together too. So as we move on, there is a mind body connection, and we are movement oriented people, we're coaches. So we just wanted to have a piece here where you see some of those mind body things. And again, if you join like the mind body class later today at 3 p.m. Pacific, shameless plug, we do some of that. We do some mind, we do some meditation, and then we put some flow movements in. But yoga is such an amazing way to get some body awareness in. The crazy thing is, if you're like me, you're like, well, yoga is not for me. I'm not bendy. That's okay. Being bendy is not a part of it. It's putting that mind and body movement together. It's very relaxing. Even in those moments that it's kind of painful, it's amazing to feel how your body can adjust and react in those moments. It's a great time to learn how to breathe and move. We have some amazing yoga instructors and classes, so definitely check those out on the app. Dance. Who doesn't like to dance, right? Crank up some music. Go turn on your favorite song, do a little boogie downstairs, whatever it needs to be. Go outside in the sunshine and dance. If somebody laughs at you, that's great. You just made their day. I guarantee it. It's amazing how expressive it can be, how good it makes you feel. So definitely check that kind of stuff out and try to add those movement breaks into your day, right? It doesn't always have to be very specific. It can be something super playful and joyful like dancing. Nature, gardening, hikes, outdoor, again, fresh air. It's amazing what that can do. You hear us say sometimes in classes, go get grounded, go touch some grass, right? It's a real thing. Your body wants to connect to the stuff around it. So make sure you spend some time in nature doing these things. And again, it's free, right? Going for a walk is free. It's just your time, which is definitely worth it. Stretching accompanied with breath work. Again, our classes that we do in those in that style. We also have some really good things on the app on the on-demand library that you can take advantage of and learn how to put breath, body scan, all these things together like we did earlier today. So all of these have their specific thing. Again, it's really up to you what fits best with you. It's not a one size fits all. So you need to find the thing that connects with you the most for sure. Now, this is where you have to kind of step out of your comfort zone. I did psychological determinants of health as part of my college curriculum, and a lot of this stuff was in there. And I was very skeptical until I started practicing some of these things. And even some of these I didn't do in the past, right? So I'm not super cool like Coach Adrian. I don't have a sound bowl in my house, but you can go check out Coach B has some sound bowl therapy things on the app. Put headphones on if you have them. It's amazing. You can feel the vibration, and that's what it's all about. The sound might not be the thing that like draws you in, but it's the vibration. It opens up kind of some of these areas in your body that allows your body to kind of deal with the different hormones, deal with the different things that's happening during stressful situations. It sounds like craziness, but it really has been proven that sound bowls, that kind of stuff can help with dealing with super stressful situations and kind of that untangible side of stress and anxiety. So definitely check those out. But then you have like sound therapy. So this is again going into that music piece. We all have like our style of music that we love. And believe it or not, it can be very therapeutic. Even Viking death metal, like one of our coaches back in the day listened to all the time at the RA4 gym, to him, that was relaxing. He loved it. Um, so don't think that your music, even if it's ramping you up, it's doing exactly what you're wanting it to do. And it shows that sound and stuff like that has so much of an impact on our body. So, with that being said, and again, going into Headspace, you can type in sound. There's sleep sounds. There's playlists by like John Legend and Hans Zimmer. The Hans Zimmer one is amazing. So definitely check those things out and dive into them a little bit. Lean into that uncomfortable side of this seems weird, but I promise you, if you put the time and effort in, you're going to learn something. And you'll either learn that it's not for you, or you'll learn that that really helped you go through the data entry stuff you had to do today and not get stressed and not worry about it. So please take a moment for yourself and find those tools that helps you heal in the moments that matter most to you. Aromatherapy, another one that I thought was craziness. My beautiful wife is she loves like the doTERRA oils and stuff, and uh it's amazing when you get a diffuser and it puts like sunshine in the room, right? And you can actually smell sunshine. It's kind of crazy. But even the like the lemon oils and the orange oils, that's what it's there for. It's sunny, it's bright, it helps you to be super excited and all that stuff. Sometimes you just need to take a moment to rest your eyes. Again, we say soft eyes or just kind of look off in the distance instead of staring at your screen can be very relaxing because it's allowing your body to focus on something else. If you're lucky enough at work to have a window closed, looking out and seeing nature can actually have a big impact on how your body is dealing with stressors. So, definitely something super simple. And then this relaxation technique, again, and I might be wrong on this, but Coach Adrian talked to us about this. This is something she learned when she was having some anxiety and stuff like that. But it's the five senses. So I believe you pick five things you can see in your environment. And then you pick four things that you can touch in your environment. And then you pick three things that you can hear in your environment, I believe. And then it was, 2 things that you can smell, I believe, and then 1 thing you can taste. Now, I might have butchered what they are, but basically the theory is if you distract your mind away from what's happening and you look at all of the things and you touch all the things, and by the time you do all that and take that time, again, power of pause, right? It opens up the door for some healing and some relaxation. So kind of a cool thing. And if you want more information on that, I'm sure Coach Adrian probably has another printed off thing like that paragraph at the beginning where we can all benefit from it. Now, going into some resources that support you. This is where obviously things have happened in the last little while. So I want to make sure that you know that there are still resources available. Um, so you do still have like your employee assistance program and modern health, and you can go to the go to mental wellness page and go check those things out. Utilize those in these stressful situations. Sometimes talking to somebody is the biggest thing, and opening up and sharing. So you have opportunities to do that with the mental wellness page. So definitely take advantage of that if you can. Again, you have Headspace. So Headspace is amazing. It's guided meditation. It's not easy. I'm not going to lie to you. It's kind of hard sometimes, but definitely jump into Headspace and check it out. Carla and I put the 10% Happier podcast. It's pretty amazing. There's some great mindset stuff on there. You can find it on YouTube. You don't have to download the app or anything. It's out there. It's free. It's in the space. So definitely check it out. Um, there's also other webinars, other different places that you can get some of that information. So do some research, be tactful on what it is, and make sure that it speaks to you and your who you are as a person. So and that'll just help you to plug into it a little bit better and benefit. And then we are going to be updating our on-demand IVP page, our YouTube channel, and we're going to try to keep that going. So we do have breath work, we have meditation, we have classes like what we're doing right now on there. Soft tissue, we're going to try to keep some of that stuff going as much as we can. So definitely keep that in mind too. And then for this next while, make sure that you're reaching out to your coaches, you're asking questions. You're learning as much as you can from like the breathwork and mindset classes. Definitely take advantage of it and continue to grow as that way you can take care of yourself moving forward. with that, I want to thank you, and I'm going to open the floor, and I think we're right on time, and I'm here for the next couple of minutes, and if you have to bounce, that's fine. Again, we'll share out this recording and the YouTube, or we'll share the recording on YouTube, and then we'll send you the slides. But if you have any questions, and I see a couple in the chat right now, um, uh, to that sounds good, Hendrix. I like that. That sounds awesome. Okay, we will be possibly, or we are offering some sound bath classes later this month if you want to go check it out on campus in Arizona, Oregon, and Santa Clara. So definitely go check those out. Reach out to your local fitness center to get your uh, the times and days. But thanks, Carla, for putting that out there. Yeah, so if you want to go experience a sound bath class in person, that might be an awesome opportunity for you to check that out. And again, I'm here for questions. So if anybody has any questions, throw it in the chat. I don't see anything in the Q&A yet either. I will stop sharing my screen though, because I don't need to at this point. Yeah, if you have any questions, throw it out there. I'm here to answer anything. And like I said, it's a practice. Okay, so just remember, this is not a magic pill. It's not like taking this session right now and doing this once is going to fix it. This is something you need to, just like our workout classes, this is something you need to do, if not daily, like every other day. Continue to build that habit, continue to work on those things that ultimately you're flexing this muscle here, and then that way you can share that with others. So just like when you go to a beach and you're like flexing on people, flex this thing. It makes you very powerful, makes you very controllable in moments that maybe other people have issues. So it's an awesome way to make sure that you are ready for those moments that matter, to steal from our slogan and stuff. But you can be ready, Betty, ready for those moments that matter, right? So uh, that's awesome. Yeah, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Um, online resources from Exos go away at the so like the app side, yes. That's where we're gonna try to continue to build up on the YouTube library and stuff and try to keep that open, I guess is what we would say. So we are putting some of the classes and some of the mindset stuff in there. So hopefully you can continue with some of that stuff. Thanks, Peggy. Yes, it is. It is. It is. It's that's why this came at a very timely time. It's not like we planned this at all, but it worked out pretty well. And we are going to be delivering other services throughout, right? So we're continuing service just as normal. We're going to be doing, obviously, we had mindset this month or this week. We have nutrition next week. So if you want to learn some nutrition stuff, come next week. If you want to do movement, continue with the movement session and then recovery at the end. It all builds on each other, again, creating that strong foundation. One thing is not more important than the other. So we want to make sure that you get this wellness retreat and you feel pretty good about all of it. So definitely check out all the resources available, especially for the next little while for sure. And we're still here. So schedule with your coach. If you haven't yet, chat with your coach. See if there's other resources that you can take advantage of as far as if you have questions about programs and stuff. Utilize the coaches while you have that option, and definitely chat with us about how to continue doing what you're doing and being successful in every aspect that you're doing, because that's ultimately our goal, is to help first. So please take advantage of that while we're here, for sure. We'd love to hear from all of you, I promise. Awesome. And with that being said, I'll let you all out of here. It is 35 after, or pretty close. If you have any follow-up questions, please ping me at clintx.carlson@intel.com. I will get back to you. So you can either hit me on Teams or email, and then look for a follow-up from me for the slides and stuff. Okay. And then if you enjoyed it, just ping me again. Let me know. That way we can at least know that we helped somebody out. And thank you to those that were in the chat and bringing up questions and stuff. Hopefully that was helpful. And as we get more answers, I'm sure we will be reaching out. But thank you so much for your time today. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Go practice some of these things. Remember the power of pause. And if you want to join me at 3 p.m. today, I would love to see y'all there. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, all.